The country's port town of Hodeidah are at risk of being trapped in the city as the Saudi-led coalition airstrikes in the area intensify. That is according to a UN human rights representative. There are also fears the military action could threaten humanitarian supplies. Earlier, airstrikes resulted in several casualties among the local fishermen.
في العدوان السعودي الأمريكي الليلة الماضية بصب نيرانه المسمومة على مجموعة من الصيادين البسطاء في جزيرة.
هناك 13 صياد مفقود، هناك قوارب تم تدميرها تدمير كلي، هناك قوارب دمرت تدمير جزئي.
Well, RT's Paula Sleer spoke to me earlier on what's happening there, a warning some of the pictures in the report are upsetting.
Well, the Saudi coalition has stepped up its air raids on the Yemeni port city of Hodeidah. Now, the United Nations says that this may lead to the trapping of civilians. It also puts the import of vital supplies under threat. What we're hearing from the UN Human Rights Office is a warning that there are real fears that the situation will be a repeat of what happened in the port city of al-Mokha, which was recaptured from Houthi rebels with the help of Saudi strikes earlier this week. Now, the fighting there prevented civilians from fleeing to safety, and local fishermen also say that they were unable to go to sea because of the Saudi-led raids that were aimed at stopping weapons shipments to the rebels. Now, the country's main port city of Hodeidah has become the main target of the Saudi-led operation. It is the key port for food imports for the country of some 26 million people, and if it is blocked from receiving humanitarian aid and basic goods, as the United Nations is warning, it would mean an immense blow for Yemen, which is already on the brink of a humanitarian catastrophe. Yemen is already suffering, as I say, from shortages of food, medicine, basic goods. Earlier this month, the UN appealed for some $2 billion of aid for the war-ravaged country. It also raised the alarm over looming famine.
ولا عندنا مسألة.
أنا حاله لم أنا فلوس ولم أنا أية بيوت ولم أدبين حالت أنا حاله ولم أنا أيتها.
مستشفيات لا طب ولا طحنا فلوس حق من نتعالج ولا عندنا حاجة.
Well, to get more on all of this, I'm joined live now by Hussein al-Bukhaiti, a Yemeni journalist. You're very welcome to the programme. Are you surprised by the revelations about the letters in the UK? They reportedly show that the UK Foreign Secretary wanted to send arms to the Saudis even after a tragedy which killed 140 civilians.
I mean, this is expected from all Western government. I remember that the Foreign Secretary of the United Kingdom, before he became the minister, when he was still the mayor of London, he spoke out about there must be an investigation about crimes done in Yemen by all parties, especially the Saudi-led coalition, and he spoke as well about an investigation into the UK arms sales to the Saudi. But straight away after he was appointed as Foreign Affairs Secretary, he have changed to, like 180 degrees. This is expected because the main point for the United Kingdom is to keep selling weapons to the Saudi, like cluster weapons or white phosphoric bomb. And we have seen that during Cameron and as well the UK so-called Theresa May, she have insisted many times in the UK Parliament and denied many times about the weapons or the British weapons used by the Saudi. But 2 months ago, the Saudi have admitted that they have used some UK-made cluster bomb, and they have declared this clearly. And after that, instead of doing an investigation, we see that the UK continue to sell weapons to the Saudi, and this is what's always happening, as I mentioned, in all government in Western country. I just want to mention, we remember Trump was talking about terrorists, and he connected the Saudi with the terrorists during his election campaign, and during the election campaign they have enforced a new law called Justa law, just to bring the Saudi who were responsible for September 11. But soon after, when he was elected, his first decision was to ban to ban people from 7 countries. Those countries are mainly damaged and completely destroyed by the Saudi-led coalition or by the Saudi Wahhabi terrorists.
I just want to get your point on another aspect
added
here.
the Saudi to this.
Okay, I want to get your point on another aspect, because do you think that now the Saudi-led coalition is taking any steps to avoid the potentially deadly scenarios that we saw back last year? Because we know, and I'm talking about Hodeidah, civilians are trapped in that port city. Humanitarian aid, it's a crucial port area, might be disrupted as well. There is a lot of fear that they could be attacked.
No, the Saudi are not taking any step to avoid the civilians. In some, I mean, they have destroyed and targeted all Yemeni airports, either military or civilian airports, and as well they have destroyed Yemeni ports and factories and power station, water station, schools and hospital in the northern region. They have targeted every single hospital and health clinic, North Yemen, like in North Saada and North Hajjah, and they have as well targeted 3 hospitals which were run by MSF, or as we call it, Doctor Without Border. They show you that the Saudi, as long as the international community and the UN is silent about this, as long as this war is making profit for the UK government and for the United States and France and other countries, I think, and I'm sure that the war will continue. And we've seen the latest step. They have closed Hodeidah port, and Hodeidah port was used mainly by to bring some humanitarian aid to the Yemeni people, and they still keep bombing fishermen in that area. And we know that most cases of starvation is in this coastal area. Those areas are mainly affected by the Saudi blockade and as well by the Saudi-led coalition strikes that continue every day on these areas.
Well, we thank you very much for bringing us up to date with what is happening there. You're in the capital of Yemen, Sana'a. Hussein al-Mokha, Yemeni journalist, thank you.